Here we go, we're back again in the Gfinity Arena in London, and it's second semi-final time. We've just seen two of the best games. Well, I was going to say in Ultimate Team competitive history, but this is the only Ultimate Team competitive history because it's the first inaugural tournament. But in competitive FIFA history in general, the drama, the comebacks in both the final quarter-final and that last semi-final have been unbelievable. And if we see anything like that for these next two games, this semi-final followed by the actual final, we're going to be very lucky viewers indeed.
Yeah, no, so it's been amazing so far, and next up is obviously HugeGorilla, who did make that comeback and eventually did win 10-4, so we could see more goals from him. But it'll be interesting to see how he plays against Espash, who plays a more defensive style of play, or well, a very balanced style of play. To be fair to him, he can attack also. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he gets on against someone who plays less attacking. I
mean, I feel like with Spencer, one of his main strengths is he can just change his game depending on who he's playing. You know, if he plays someone that scores a lot of goals, he doesn't seem to try and stop that, he just scores more. Whereas if he plays someone that plays a kind of more negative, slower build-up, then he'll match that if he needs to. So that's one of his main strengths. But yeah, we can't underestimate Ash, who's been really solid as well. Gone slightly under the radar, not one of the pre-tournament favourites, but you know, we didn't really have a lot of information on this because obviously it was Ultimate Team and people hadn't played before. So we're all learning from this about who the best players in the sort of the world for Ultimate Team are. We're going to take a look at the groups, how they went through now, just to remind you guys who went through as winners of the group, who went through as second qualifiers. You can see there we've got Group A, Group B, Group C, Group D. The guys at the top in the gold sort of banner are the winners of their group. Underneath that in the sort of bronzy, silverish line is the guys that went through in second, and the people in red are the guys that didn't make it out of the group. And interestingly, Perry is a winner of his group, but HugeGorilla, who could be a finalist with him in the same group. So that really was the group of death, Group A. We weren't wrong when we said that. But obviously, Espash is standing in his way, and Espash is also a runner-up in the group. So we've got two guys in the semi-final here who didn't win their group, and we're definitely going to have someone in the final who didn't win their group. It's interesting. It's not all about you. They both lost the game already. It's
interesting. Yeah, Perry is the only player to win his group and then be left in the competition.
He hasn't lost. On aggregate, he has not lost today, Perry.
Yeah, so you do have to think he's the favourite right now, but yeah, HugeGorilla is still looking good. And you can't, like you say, you can't count out Espash, who's been impressive and just come in under the radar.
It's interesting as well because we talked about there being potential before Perry knocked Huge Dragon out. There was potential for us to see a HugeGorilla versus Huge Dragon matchup. We know that they're kind of friends. You can just see the symmetry in their actual names there. That they're part of a similar kind of group. And that hasn't happened. So now I wonder if HugeGorilla's emphasis here changes now. We're going to look at a quick replay, first of all, before we carry on with that. This is Perry's first goal, I believe. He comes out with Ronaldo here. It's a lovely bit of play, actually. He does very well. Yeah,
no, it's a great, he cut inside, then did a dummy shot, and then just struck it in the top corner.
That was the first goal of the second leg, which made it 3-all in aggregate.
Yep.
So what I was saying before is, I wonder if HugeGorilla now feels like he needs to represent the Huge household and say, you've knocked my buddy out, you're not going to knock me out, son. He's going to get in that final and take Perry down a notch or two, but he's got to obviously beat Espash first, and we can't make that sound like an easy task because he's really solid, Ash, and I don't know, I can't predict what way this is going to go.
Oh, well, if I had to predict now, I'd back HugeGorilla, I must admit.
Okay, all right.
He's looked solid all tournament.
Yeah, he was the pre-tournament favourite. I mean, we know he's really good, and if he does get through, we're going to see a repeat of the first Spring Masters final, which was between Perry and HugeGorilla. They were in the same group, Group A, and it really was a difficult group. We can tell just how good that group was because Bruce Granick, the biggest name in competitive FIFA, was knocked out. He was grouped. He didn't get through.
Who do you fancy to make it through in that match?
I mean, it's hard to go against HugeGorilla after what he just did. Scored 10 goals. I mean, no one has got near to 10 goals over 2 legs. I think the most we may have seen is 7 or 8. To score 10 is unbelievable, particularly when coming back from 2-0 down and 6 of them being in that one match. So it is really hard to go against him. But, you know, I think Ash needs some support in his corner because everyone seems to be saying Gorilla do it. So I'll say Ash can do it. I mean, let's face it. We don't know what's going to happen. It could go either way.
You don't sound too convincing there.
I mean, I think the only real winner here is FIFA and the audience, let's face it. I mean, everyone here is seeing some unbelievable Ultimate Team football. And, I mean, some of the goals, there's a little bit, towards the start of the tournament, we had a bit of a lack of high-quality goals, but they've come in an absolute wave now, particularly from HugeGorilla and Huge Dragon scoring some really good goals, and I'm sure we're going to see some more. Perry's been doing some nice skill moves, some nice skill combos in and around the box, so we could see a bit of a corker from him in the final, perhaps. But yeah, we need to have this first or his second semi-final up first between Espash and HugeGorilla. It's going to be a really close one. And do you think we've learned anything about Ultimate Team today? Do you think we've seen anything which maybe the normal kind of household player at home wouldn't have thought about Ultimate Team?
I don't think there's been too many surprises. We did say pre-tournament that Ultimate Team would suit players with a faster style of play, even though I know HugeGorilla is out, but Fair Parry also plays sort of good attacking football, so there hasn't been too many surprises so far, in all honesty. You know, HugeGorilla was trying a lot of long shots, but in the end it hasn't worked for him.
I also feel like towards the start of the tournament we saw a lot of people using these teams which started with quite questionable chemistry, you know, people without obvious links playing from the start. I feel like that's gone. I feel like now we're getting people start with a team, much more people are starting with solid teams chemistry-wise and then making the change.
Yeah.
So I think that's definitely, and that's the way you'd see more predominantly on the kind of scene. When you're playing Ultimate Team at home on online seasons or whatever, you tend to see that kind of thing. Everyone would start with a solid chemistry team. I think we saw a little bit of an overflow from the normal competitive scene of putting people in weird positions, and quickly people realised maybe that wasn't the best way to do it.
Yeah. You know, I think we've seen some sort of interesting teams. Like Fair Parry has that sort of Roberto Carlos and Beckenbauer combo, with Ronaldo, and it's one of the most interesting things for me is seeing what low-rated players people have been using. So even in these later stages in the semi-finals, we've been seeing big players like Anua coming through and being so important for people. And actually, Courtois has had a great tournament as well.
He's been unbelievable, especially in that last quarter-final. And if you look at the contrast as well, I mean, he's not in the final yet, but HugeGorilla has got silver at left-back, whereas Fair Parry's got a legend at left-back. So, very different teams. And speaking of silvers, we can see on the screen now a right-back, a German right-back from the Bundesliga, silver card. I believe is quite fast, and it's a similar tactic to Spencer with using a fast silver player at left-back. He's got a fast silver right-back, and we've got a big game upcoming here. Spencer, HugeGorilla versus Espash, a team called Killer Penguins.
Yep.
So I didn't know there was Killer Penguins. I'm worried now.
I didn't know there was, actually.
Cancel my holiday to Antarctica. Okay, so 0-0, semi-final, second semi-final. We're going to have a winner at the end of this. We've got the Eden Hazard lookalike, the Espash, versus Spencer, HugeGorilla, and it is going to be difficult to tell between these two. I don't think anyone would predict... ESPS wants to put Burnley on the map here, doesn't he? And he's done a great job in doing that. He's got them, he's used their kit and their badge consecutively, he's represented his club, and he's got them a little bit of good airtime here in the semi-final. Prime real estate, but will he make it into the final?
He has now. I think the whole sort of Burnley community will definitely be cheering ESPS on.
Yeah, I believe they've actually got a group of people in the council hall with banners, ash banners. Oh, it's a goal already, and the people in the Burnley Community Centre are not going to be happy about that one. It is 1-0 to Spencer. HugeGorilla's taken literally a few minutes to score. It's Angel Di Maria with the goal. And unlike that quarter-final where Spencer actually went down 2-0 and came back, he's taken an early lead here, and ESPS needs to respond.
Yeah, no, the worst possible start for ESPS. He'd have been aware of HugeGorilla's reputation coming into this game, knowing he can score a lot of goals. He just needs to keep it tight now for the next 20 minutes.
Spencer just seems to come alive in the later stages of tournaments. I mean, he was a semi-finalist yesterday, narrowly missing out on a place for the final. But we've always said Ultimate Team is his predominant game mode. It's his favoured one. And we've seen why. Because he can play the game. Literally.
Yeah, definitely proving why. Like, he's so strong in Ultimate Team. But he could have so easily gone out of the tournament.
Well,
did he go to the third game?
Well, he lost the game in the group, didn't he?
Yeah.
We've got an injury there for Daniel Sturridge. It's the second time we've seen him get a little bit of an issue, but he does tend to recover from it and get up, and I'm sure Ash has got a worthy replacement on the bench should he need him. Ramirez for Spencer in the yellow kit. Schürrle. Looking for a ball over the top for Sturridge. He could get there. Oh, that's Boateng getting away with that a little bit.
Yeah, no, surprising there. I thought he just took Sturridge out a little bit, but...
Here's Di Maria, the goal scorer. He's going to look to swing it in for Daniel Sturridge. That's a good header away. Wow. Lively start to this semi-final. Fair Parry awaits the winner of this match in the final. Let's remind ourselves what's up for grabs in that final. $4,000 for the winner, $2,000 for the second place. Not only that, both the finalists are going to get a Roy Keane Legend card, which is fresh, only released into FIFA on Xbox today, this evening, in fact. First owner Roy Keane Legend card would be unbelievable. And then we've got a load of FIFA points up for grabs, like 20,000 FIFA points for the winner. And not to mention an EA Access subscription as well. So
12 months of EA Access.
Yeah, really solid prizes. But the main prize probably is an automatic qualification for our grand final in August. Which
That's the big prize. That's what everyone wants, I think.
I mean, there's a double the pot, $8,000 up for grabs there. And let's say Fair Perry or Spencer or Espash go on to win that final today, they're going to feel confident they can go win the grand final. There's no reason why not. I mean, it's going to be, I'm sure, some of the same faces we see here in that final, as well as a lot of people at home. Oh, it's a shot there. You guys at home could be in that final. You could be in Season 2. It's happening not too long at all. It's in June, Season 2 of Play Like a Legend live final here at the London Arena. Wherever you are, you can enter, and you know, we can, if you qualify, you'll have all your accommodation and travel paid for, no matter where you're travelling from. And you get to come to this arena. You get to see the live crowd and the cinema screen we have here at Fulham Broadway. And you get to play with some of the best players in the world and even become one of the best players in the world. And if you want to prove yourself at Ultimate Team, there really is no other way of doing it. This is the Ultimate Team competitive place to come and do that.
This is the stage right now, and Gfinity are doing great things in the esports community, really pushing on the team, and this turned out to be a great tournament.
It's the start of something special, I'm sure, and the question for you guys at home is whether you want to watch something special or you want to be part of something special yourself. And you can do that. Go to gfinity.net to register and take a look at the qualifying dates for the next season live finals. And we could have a goal here for Daniel Sturridge. Wow, Spencer almost doubled his lead, but good save from the keeper for Espash. Corner though, header, another save. Was it off the post?
It was a header off the line.
Header off the line, yeah. Someone got a touch on that. Spencer trying a slightly unorthodox pass there.
A lot of this early pressure is coming from HugeGorilla, and Ash just holding on here.
82% passing for Ash's Killer Penguins, but it's not enough. He needs a goal. Yaya Toure to Wayne Rooney, to Aguero, back to Rooney. Can Rooney deliver something for Ash? It's good defending from Spencer. And we talk a lot about his attacking, but he is a solid defender as well.
Yeah, no, not a lot of players do struggle to get the balance right, but the balance of his defence is up there with the best as well, and that's why he's becoming so feared in this FIFA community.
Daniel Sturridge with the through ball for Di Maria. Can he get a second goal? That's a good tackle. And Ramirez comes away with the ball for Ash's Burnley kit team. Ramirez to Aguero. Aguero's offside there, Rooney. But the ref's going to play on. Keeper's collected it calmly. De Gea's going to throw it out to Mangala. He's going to pass it inside to Rooney. Rooney's going to do another pass to Schürrle. Schürrle goes into Sturridge. Sturridge to Ramirez, back to Sturridge. Sturridge looking for that through ball. I think he may be offside though. Yes, he is. A couple of offsides there in short succession. Nearly half-time in this match, this first leg of the semi-final. 1-0 to Spencer at the moment, a HugeGorilla. But of course it is 2 legs, and 1 goal really does not mean a lot. We've seen comebacks from 3 goals down just in the last match, so Ash will know that 1 goal can be earned back pretty quickly.
Yeah, no, Ash just enjoying a bit more of the play, but struggling really to get to HugeGorilla's final third. And there's that chip through ball that HugeGorilla has had so much success with in this tournament, not paying off on that time.
Mangala for Spencer. Switches it to Kyle Walker. Ramirez looking for a ball over the top. The keeper's going to get on that one again. Seen quite a lot of aerial through ball attempts from Spencer here.
Yeah, I think that one was quite forced. It wasn't really on. He just went. I think he went because maybe sort of maybe because Ashton wasn't going to be ready for it.
Willian crosses it in. Can he get on that? Oh, great punch out from Courtois, but it's not gone as far as he would have liked it to. Ramirez not really doing anything with the ball there, and that's the half-time whistle. 1-0 to Spencer. No shots for Ash in that half. That needs to change if he wants to get a goal back.
You know, definitely. Espash won't be too disappointed with this opening game. He is still only 1-0. He needs to get a bit of more of a foothold, put HugeGorilla under a bit more pressure. But it's only 1-0. There's still plenty of this game to go. If
it makes him feel better, his opponent's just brought on Ronaldo and Royce as well, so not like that's a bad thing. Ronaldo is on the pitch for Spencer. Royce is on the pitch. I think Sturridge and Schürrle were the guys that went off. Robben's come on as well. Robben for Williams. He's brought on Ronaldo, Royce and Robben. So Spencer just got even more dangerous than he already was. Di Maria looking for a ball over for Ronaldo. He can get that. It's a good... oh, my word. That was tight.
It's been interesting how players have used that. That's sort of that half-time substitutions to real good effect. Well, as we saw in that second half when Spencer scores 6 goals.
Great ball, Marco Reus. Good save there. And Courtois, he's been a star of this tournament. If we were going to make a team of this tournament, I think we'd all agree we'd have Courtois in goal, we'd have Kyle Walker at right back, probably have a Neuer at centre back, Van Aanholt at left back, maybe. I mean, there's a few options for the other centre-back.
Mangala's been in a few teams.
Mangala, I was thinking maybe Beckenbauer, because Perry's made it to the final with him
good
in
point,
there. In the middle, we've got a few options. I think Yaya Toure has been used quite a lot.
Yep.
And up front, no doubt, Ronaldo's going to be in there.
Oh, Ronaldo, definitely. Trying to think, Sturridge as well.
Sturridge been great.
There'd be your front two, Sturridge, Ronaldo. Left wing, Hazard?
Yeah, potentially. I think I wouldn't mind putting Patrick Vieira in there again. He had quite a solid tournament. I think he did quite well for TAS, and it's good to see the legends come through. If the people that could actually get them in their team, so they used them quite well. Shame we didn't get to see a legend striker. I would have quite liked to have seen the like. I mean, I'm a big fan of the likes of Michael Owen, but Crespo and Sucre as well have been really powerful. Obviously, you've got the likes of Pele. Would have been great to see exactly what he can do, and if he does compare to players like Ronaldo and Messi, which you'd like to think he would, because in terms of the kind of canon of football greats, Pele is very much up there. He's considered the best of all time. That is a title that Ronaldo and Messi look set to steal from him, or at least to emulate. So it would have been good to see a direct comparison between the players.
Yeah, no, maybe we'll see it at some time in the future as well. Let's remember, imagine if the winner of the grand final in 3 months' time gets every legend. So they will get Pele. Pele is so hard to pack in FIFA, so it's very rare that someone will get him in their squad. And just imagine like one of the best players in Europe with all them legends at their disposal.
I mean, that's a scary thought. Even if you had the coins to buy Pele, there's very few on the market. So because people they get them, they want to hold on to him for obvious reasons. So yeah, it's very difficult to get hold of him. And just to remind you guys, oh hello, great chance here. He needs a goal. Still can't get that shot away. Just to remind you guys how many legends that is. There's 50 odd legends in the game, I think. It's a lot of. I mean, that's 5 squads worth of people.
How do you even put a squad together?
You're going to have legends just wasting away, not even on the bench. That's how many. You're going to be bathing in legends. Unbelievable. Ronaldo, though, for Spencer, doing some trickery in the box. It's a good tackle, though, from Yaya Toure, I think it was. He passed it to Ramirez. And he's back with Ramirez here. Sturridge on the ball. Oh, what was that?
Unfortunate touch there by HugeGorilla.
It's Sturridge on the ball for Ash. Poor pass, though. HugeGorilla is going to come forward. It's intercepted. Yaya Toure. Ramirez. Clichy. Inside. Nice football. If you can get on that, it's even better. Rooney trying a special pass there. We do see Rooney try that a lot. Those long-range passes. And it's great to see him do it when they pull off, but sometimes you want him just to do the simple option.
Yeah. Ronaldo just keeping it in there.
Keep that in. Oh!
Do you know what? That was a nice header down. Because he didn't have enough time to bring it down himself and go for the shot. So the header pass, I didn't even see that. Really smart by HugeGorilla.
That's frustrating. That was going off for a goal kick and his defender's got a touch on it. Now it's a corner. And I really hope for Ash's sake he doesn't concede here, because that's going to be a real kick in the head. Yeah, it looks like he's going to come away with it.
A rare error there by HugeGorilla, just nearly running out of play with the corner.
Aguero.
3 balls on, I think. Or it was
on. Wrong ball. Ronaldo for HugeGorilla. Turns, it's been bundled over there, but the ref let it stand. Ronaldo gets up and gets it back. That's what you want to see when someone loses the ball. You want to see that hunger. They get to their feet, they get the ball back. Ronaldo, lovely play. It's a good little tackle. They've got a touch on it, and it was enough to knock the ball away from Ronaldo. Can we see Ash go through? He needs a goal, but Spencer's defence has been too solid. 10 minutes left now of this first semi-final leg between HugeGorilla and Ash. And as things stand, HugeGorilla has the advantage, and you could double that advantage now. Cristiano Ronaldo trying some skills, but the defence was top quality again from Ash there.
Yeah, I think that unfortunately came off Ronaldo as well, so Ash gets the goal kick. And I want to go back to something you said pre-match about Gorilla being able to adapt to his opponents, because yeah, he can do the attacking stuff, but he's showing against a resilient Ash here, he can also defend very well. His
defence is going to be tested here as well, because Sturridge is looking like he could go through. And again, solid D from Spencer there. And yeah, exactly. I mean, I think some of these guys have played each other a fair bit. So they know each other's games a little bit, but often in some of the other competitions, you get a situation, and it's going to come up more in now PLALC Legend Championships, when we have unknown people from the online world come forward to these live events, where people are going to be playing someone they're not familiar with, an unknown entity. And for me, a really important trait for a competitive FIFA player is someone that can react live to the events in front of them. And that, I think, one of the reasons that we've often said that Spencer starts slowly is not always that he's not good enough or that he's worse than the person that's going up ahead of him. It's often that he takes his time working out what's happening. I think he's got a really analytical brain. And yes, he might have, for instance, when he went 2-0 down to the Greek, he might have just been sussing out what the Greek did. And it cost him a few goals, but in that time frame, he worked out what he had to do to win, and he went forward and put 10 past him. And if that is what Spencer's doing, then he's got some superb skills for such a younger. Remember, he's 18 years old, this guy. Oh, what a goal! The 18-year-old Spencer, I mean, that's just unbelievable. What a finish. Eden Hazard lookalike Ash looks over to Spencer there as if to tip his metaphorical hat to him.
Well, I think Ash should have got that tackle in, like he kind of tackled into Ronaldo. Don't get me wrong, it was a great finish by Ronaldo. But I think, yeah, HugeGorilla got a little bit fortunate in the build-up play there.
Wow, 2-0 then in this semi-final. Yeah, not a lot of time left.
Is it game over?
I think that is it. That is full time. Yeah, it's actually going to go to the second leg now. It's a 90th minute goal. And that changes everything in terms of your approach for each player going into this second leg now. Spencer has a 2-0 lead, but I mean, no shots. That's the problem. Wow. Not a single shot for Ash. I mean, for me, that's really hard. When you see that, you do start to question how you're going to get a goal. He needs 2 goals, and he hasn't even had 2 shots.
Yeah, no, he definitely needs. So now Espash needs to react to what he did wrong, like we've seen HugeGorilla doing, going 2-0 down to the Greek before, and now he needs to change it up and react to what Spencer's doing, and maybe find a weakness in Spencer's formation.
I mean, in case you think this game's over, I have to stress, in the last 2 fixtures before this, we've seen someone come back from 2-0 down, that was Spencer himself, and someone come back from 3-0 down. So there's plenty of time. 2-0, it's another 90 minutes ahead of football ahead. There's no reason why Ash can't get back in this game. But like you say, he is going to have to change something, because that didn't work for him, whether it's a formation thing or a tactical thing or a personnel thing, I don't know. But he needs to find a way to break down Spencer's defence. And I mean, that's one part of the challenge. The second part of the challenge is also not conceding anymore.
Yeah, no, and that's the biggest challenge, I think, against HugeGorilla. You know he's guaranteed 1 or 2 goals a game as well. So I actually think Ash has the task here to score 3 or 4 to even keep in this game. I
mean, in just having 3 or 4 shots would be an improvement on last game. He needs to score 3 or 4. So it's definitely difficult against someone of Spencer's calibre. But do not count ESP Ash out just yet. We're going to start this second final, second semi-final, second leg of the semi-final, I should say, very soon. And yeah, I mean, definitely Spencer's enhanced his reputation as the bookie's favourite for this one. Going into that final, though, you know, if Spencer does go through, I really don't think you can safely say he's favourite over Fair Perry. Fair Perry's won every game. Spencer's lost the game.
But the last 2 times these guys met in a final.
Yeah, we know what happened there. Yeah, but I will add to that with a rebuttal, which is this is Ultimate Team.
That is very true. And
it was an Ultimate Team they met him before.
That is very true. And Fair Perry, well, although we've been saying HugeGorilla does prefer Ultimate Team, maybe Fair Perry prefers it even more.
I mean, he was very good at the head-to-head event that we did in the first Spring Masters last month. However, he wasn't as convincing yesterday, Fair Perry. Didn't make out the group.
Yeah, so, very true.
Spencer was a semi-finalist yesterday, so you could argue that obviously Spencer was definitely better in the head-to-head mode. But Ultimate Team, you know, they both look really good, and until they play each other, we can't really tell. But they were in the same group. Let's not forget.
Yeah,
and Fair Perry won that group.
I wonder what Bruce Granick's thinking now. Like, he's sitting here watching both his opponents looking good to come in the final. Really unlucky to be in that sort of group of death early on.
Yeah, really, really hard on the guy. And, you know, anyone going out of that group would have been a shock. But it's always shocking to see Bruce Granick go out in a group stage. So they're just getting their teams sort of confirmed here before this second leg. Currently 2-0 to Spencer after that late goal. in the 90th minute. Made it 2-0. And Ash really needs to change something. He's going to a 4-2-2 formation. And he's just making some changes, though, because we're actually seeing Spencer's feed here. And Ash's team, personnel-wise, looks quite similar. Oh, he's got Aguero starting here with Sturridge. I'm not sure if he's had... I think he's had him quite a lot, actually. He's scored quite a few penalties with him. Di Maria and Rooney behind. Yaya Toure and Ramirez and CDM. Clichy, Company, Boateng, Courtois. And the right-back, of course, the silver right-back that we've seen used quite a lot. I think every game by Ash.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Kickoff. So Spencer in the yellow with a 2-0 lead. Ash in the claret and blue of Burnley. He needs 2 goals to make it 2-2, and if there is an equal after the second leg finishes, it will go to a third leg, which will be decided by silver goal. And if it goes a distance past silver goal, if it's even at half-time, they will go to golden goal. We haven't seen a golden goal game in a little bit, actually.
No, we haven't seen one in a while. I think the quarterfinals was the last time.
Yeah.
So the earlier ones.
Seeing some changes be made by Spencer. Just swapping Schürrle and Di Maria over. Don't think he's making any substitutions. Just a few tactical things. You know, Di Maria, this is scoreable. He's not going to shoot, though.
Is anyone going on the line?
Oh, is he going to shoot? No, he's going to whip it in. Trying to find a yellow head on it. Bang! Oh, he almost did. Van Aanholt, is he going to strike it with him? No, he's going to lay it off to Anua. He doesn't really want to strike it with him either. Di Maria, Sturridge. It's well handled there by Ash's Burnley boys. Daniel Sturridge to Di Maria. Sturridge is through. Oh, he needed more on it. He needed more room for Sturridge to get onto that. Aguero, though.
Still a big chance here.
Aguero, hit one with him. He can strike it from there. Shoot! Oh, he's just got on the left foot. He needed a right foot drilled into that bottom left. That's what he needed there, but it didn't fall from the way he needed it. And no goal for Ash, but a shot. More than he had in the first leg already.
That first shot, finally. And yeah, no, good decision in the end not to shoot. I think HugeGorilla thought he was going to, went to close the ball down, and I thought Aguero could have took Aguero closer to the goal and had an easier finish.
Or arguably he could have shot earlier when there was a line, there was a straight line.
True, yeah.
Bit of a harder one to score, but Aguero has got the ability finishing-wise. Tory, getting the general election on the mind there. Make sure you vote. Willian on the right-hand side into Di Maria. Ramirez. Look for Sturridge. Can Spencer put a proverbial nail in the proverbial coffin of Ash? He can't. It's still 2-0. Plenty of time for Ash to get back in this, guys. Burnley support is going strong. We actually had a roving reporter in Burnley ready to do a live report, but they're currently unavailable. We'll try and get them later. They've got a lot of banners there, I'm told. Yeah. I think the mayor's there.
Oh, wow.
So he's looking forward to seeing if Ash can get in this game. It's going to be collected by the keeper here for Spencer. De Gea in goal. De Gea against Courtois in this fixture. Probably the two most popular keepers in the BPL this year, arguably in the game.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Good ball. Very good ball. He's not going to make it.
It's interesting HugeGorilla does go for De Gea. But to be fair, because he's played so well, we haven't actually seen him sort of come to use that much.
True. Very true. Well cut out there from Spencer at the back. That's a sort of ball that we've seen cause problems for defences in this tournament, but he handled it well. Di Maria, not a great pass there to Clichy, but he works it out. Clichy losing the ball though to Willian. Kyle Walker at right back. Rooney. He's going to and fro quite a lot in the middle of the park. No one able to hold on to the ball for too long. Ramirez trying to calm things down in the middle, passing Rooney. Rooney's trying a wonderful pass there, and it's a shame because there was easy passes on, and it's just so realistic. It's exactly what Rooney does in real life. Sturridge, can he get on the end of this? No, it's very well defended by Ash there.
Yeah, a little bit scrappy in the middle. Both players losing possession really easily there, and HugeGorilla in the end going for that through ball. Was there a chance for Ash?
What have you thought about the way Ash has started this game? Has he done what he's needed to do? Has he had enough of the football? Has he changed it up enough, you think, to get back in this game?
I think it's certainly a slight improvement, just from the simple fact that he has had a shot. But still, I think the game's still all square, really. HugeGorilla, it will suit him at the moment.
Oh, Interesting choice of touch there from Mangala. Schürrle inside to Rooney. Rooney again's going to try that showboat pass, but it's worked out nicely. Sturridge's first touch was poor. That's where you want Ronaldo on the receiving end of that. He takes it in his stride. We've seen him pluck those balls out of the air time and time again today, and that would have been tailor-made for Ronaldo, that chance. We could have a goal here, though. Well dealt with by the Burnley defence. Van Aanholt, Rooney. Van Aanholt again on the edge of the box. Di Maria, can he get it in? He's cut inside beautifully with a body feint. It's well predicted, though, by I think Boateng at the back there for Ash. Sturridge now going forward for him. He's done a little bit too much, overcomplicated it. Now Sturridge for Spencer. He's going to look for the ball for Schürrle. A goal now for Spencer will be massive. Oh, just gone wide.
Spencer enjoying a lot of pressure at the moment, and could easily get his third goal at any point now over these last 10 minutes. And yeah, no, Ash all of a sudden really struggling in this game.
If Ash was to come back in this, it would be a complete turnaround in what we've come to expect from Spencer, which is actually him doing the late comebacks. But it could happen. I mean, he's already had more shots this game than he did in the first game, so whatever he changed has worked. If he didn't change anything, it's just the way he's gone about it as well. Better. That could have been. It's a danger ball.
Oh,
that's
wow.
a danger ball. We've got a goal, guys. We've got a goal. Hang on, you've got something on your fingers. Oh no, it's the game on your hands.
It's the game on our hands.
It's 2-1. This is tight. This is really tight.
And Ash, maybe that's just a little bit of luck that he needed, really. A deflection cross, and the first time, really. Well, no, we saw De Gea not dealing with that situation very well.
I mean, that's exactly why the triple tap is so popular, because even if you don't find your man, it creates problems. It asks questions in that danger area, and the question asked did not have the answer that Spencer wanted. It's 2-1, and it could be 2-2 now if he can do anything with Aguero. Oh, hello, pulled it back on himself. He can get a shot away. It would have been a lovely goal, but dealt with by Spencer, and it really is game on now. 2-1, guys. No matter what dominant Spencer has put forward, he's only got one goal advantage, and he needs to wrap things up with the third goal just to silence Ash here. Otherwise, Ash is going to feel like he can do this.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting how Gorilla will react to this. I don't think like you say, he's always been the comeback, the comeback king, really, and his hand's been forced to go for it. But now he's had all the pressure, and it's gone against the play. And
ball for Sturridge. If he can get an opening here, the keeper just tempting him there by coming a little bit off the line. Sturridge doing well, plays the ball into Aguero. Aguero, great touch, goal! Goal! Oh my word! This is the opposite of what we've come to see from Spencer. He's letting the lead slip this time.
Yeah,
I mean, what's going on? What's in the water here in the Gfinity Arena?
I'm not sure what has happened to Spencer's defence. All of a sudden, massive mistakes at the back, and leaving big space for Aguero there just to cut inside and finish superbly.
I mean, we obviously said not to count Ash out, but how many of us actually expected him to turn that round? After that first leg, we had 0 shots. He was beaten 2-0. I mean, let's actually go back to that first leg, because yes, Spencer won it 2-0 and dominated the game, but it was a very late goal that got him that 2-0 win. For the majority of it, we're expecting it to be a 1-0 win, tighter than it probably seems in our memories. And and Ash has reminded us just how close it was by scoring 2 goals in that first half, quicker than Spencer scored his. So right now it's completely even, and Spencer's being forced to make some changes here. I think he's bringing on some of the big guns, and we've seen him bring Ronaldo on before, and I would not be surprised if he clinches the game for him. We saw him score quite a few of the 10 goals he scored in the quarter-final, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's a massive 10 minutes for Ash. Just giving himself a chance again in this game, and maybe for the first time go ahead.
My word!
And that could have been a great goal.
If he scored that volley, not only would it have been a great goal, it would have been a message to Ash. Say, anything you can do, I can do better. Right now, it's all even. Spencer does look more lively, though, coming out at half-time. He needs to score again now. Unless it goes all the way to penalties, he needs to score again. Someone's going to have to score it. Ronaldo almost getting to the end of that there.
Yeah, a big mistake by Ash there, losing it. Is that no? Still throwing for Gorilla.
Rooney, poor pass, mislaid pass from Rooney there, and that's why we see him try so many long ranges, because the short range ones really don't come easy to him. Royce on the ball, looking for a ball to Ronaldo. He can get to them. He always gets to them. He's got an amazing reach. It doesn't matter where it is. If he has to dive his feet or extend his leg, whatever, he's just got he just gets there.
I thought the keeper had that and so nearly poking it past the keeper, but the keeper just got enough on it just to sort of have it roll behind him, and the defender cleared it up.
It's amazing that, considering the amount of people we've seen use Ronaldo up front, in fact, everyone that's used Ronaldo has used him up front.
Okay.
It's amazing that we haven't seen anyone use that striker Ronaldo card for the added benefit of the 10 chemistry, because if they had, I mean, Ronaldo's been the star of the tournament. It's a mistake at the back, and that's not how you want to concede a goal. You really don't want to concede one like that. Spencer's penalty is a real bad mistake, I think, from, I'm not sure what centre-back that was. It might have been Boateng, but whoever it was Ash's defender. Oh no, it's horrible to see. After a great comeback from Ash, Spencer goes and gets the goal, and it does look to be all him since the half-time whistle. Yeah, he's come back in, and what a horrible way to concede.
Oh wow, keeper comes out there and just remaining in his area. But no, Spencer just loves this second half, doesn't he? I think he may as well, for the first half, to say, right, I'm just going to try and keep a clean sheet here, and then second half, just unleash Ronaldo and score goals for fun.
Free kick here, I think, for Ash, in a reasonably dangerous position. I don't think he's going to shoot. No, he's going to lay it off. Rooney runs into a brick wall there, but comes away with it. Guerrero, can he make something happen? Sergio, he's done well here. He's going to keep the possession here, I'm sure, and just not waste it. Yeah, ball into Di Maria, looking for Sturridge. Daniel, oh, no, he's not going to make it. Wow, tight football here. And it's just, Spencer he's just never out of it. He's always got something in his locker.
Yeah.
I don't know how big his locker is. It must be extra large. Robben's gone through here. Can he make something happen here? Maybe finish the game with a 4th goal in the tie. Currently stands 3-2 to Spencer, aka HugeGorilla. Ash needs a goal in his last 25 minutes, or else we're going to be saying goodbye to him. But he's been a spectacular semi-finalist. There's no doubt about that. Spencer could wrap it up here, though. Ronaldo, he's scored, and he's 4-2 in the tie. And just Spencer never stops.
You know, great through ball to Ronaldo again, and a clinical finish there by Ronaldo. Just typical Spencer, really. Yeah, bring on Ronaldo at half-time and 2 goals. And now Ash needs to try and repair that two-goal deficit again.
Oh, Spencer's such an impressive player. I mean, don't get me wrong, Ash's comeback was really impressive as well. But the way that Spencer just answers to questions that are asked of him, no matter what it is, whether he's got a comeback, whether he's got maybe he's not actually the best at holding on to a lead. I think Spencer prefers to come back. We see him play his best football when he's either level or behind. He doesn't tend to hold on to leads well. And maybe that's something to note for the final. Perhaps we're going to see, if he does go down against Fair Perry, we'll see a sensational comeback. But if he goes up against Fair Perry, I don't think he's so solid at holding on to these leads, Spencer. He prefers to be chasing the game.
You know, that's a very good point. We haven't seen many times today, apart from when Spencer did get away from the Greek in that 10-4 game, where a player's got 2 goals ahead and then gone 3, 4, 5, 6 goals ahead. You normally see it quite a lot online, actually, because like when you're behind, you are forced to attack and you know, force players out of defence. Oh,
goal. No, what's happened? That's not a foul, you know. I think he just actually got his feet tangled up and missed it.
Yeah, no, good defending by Ash in the end now. I thought it was a clear chance for HugeGorilla.
Can he get on there? He's not going to make it, is he? We're going to see Ash make some changes here. 76 minutes on the clock, 2-2 in this game, but Spencer does have a 2-goal advantage on aggregate, 4-2. I'm not sure what Ash has got in his locker in terms of changes to be made, but he needs to do something emphatic if he's going to find a way back into this game with 15 minutes left.
Yeah, I think at this point in time, you see actually Spencer now going to a more defensive formation. So he was 4-3-1-2. He's now changing to a 4-4-1-1. So he's going to look to shore things up, not concede again. But I'm guessing Ash will move to something like a 4-2-4 or maybe 3 at the back just to get more men forward now.
2-2, just over 10 minutes left. Ash is going to need a goal soon. God, I thought Sturridge was going to make a better run than he did there. He seemed to kind of slow it down a little bit. Rooney's been dispossessed by Van Aanholt, but Dijkmeyer's come through with the ball, but he's not held on to it. And the 2 Silvers coming up close together there, the Van Aanholt and the Dijkmeyer. However you say his name, I'm not sure. The Brazilian the German right back against the Dutch Van Aanholt. 2 silver cards that have made it almost all the way to the final here.
We'll definitely see a silver card in this play like a legend final.
And we're going to see some legends.
We are.
In Fair Perry's team. Probably Roberto Carlos and Beckenbauer. Wow, what is that from Yaya Toure? That's not what you want.
That is not.
It's not what you want your talisman CDM to be doing when when you're 4-2 down with less than 10 minutes left on the clock, and Spencer could really finish things off here if he can get a goal. Ronaldo, wow, no, been dispossessed, and Ash needs to go now. Turn on the afterburners. Can you make something happen, Ash? He's still got Sturridge and Aguero up top. He hasn't brought on any fresh legs up front. I don't know if he's got the options for it on the bench, but he's stayed with those boys. This is a good ball. It's onside. Ronaldo's going to make it. The keeper stopped coming. Goal. Wait for it. Here it comes. Bang. Yep. There was no way Spencer wasn't scoring that. It was written in the stars. That's all, folks. It's game over. Spencer's in the final. We're going to have a repeat of the Gfinity first Spring Masters final. Feperi versus Spencer, and I can't wait for it. Respects to Ash for coming back into this game when it looked like he was beaten. He's made a real spectacle of it, and he's not finished yet. He could still get another goal. Rooney working his way into the box, going to whip it in. It's a deflection off one of Spencer's defenders. Yeah, Ash definitely deserves special mention, and also he's going to not walk away empty-handed from this game. Apart from the bags of experience he's picked up in this this tournament, he's got a few prizes as well. Third and fourth, you know, they don't go empty-handed.
Yeah, no, they both got. So Ash goes away with $750 today, and
not bad.
He's also the respect of the FIFA community as well. He's an up-and-coming UK FIFA player. This is his first sort of big event, and yeah, no, he's performed really well. I'm
also going to put Ash in touch with someone I know who represents lookalikes, because I think he's seriously got a real earner there with the Eden Hazard industry. You know, it's a growing industry, the Eden Hazard lookalike community. And I think he could be definitely one of the top 5 in the West London area. Okay, ball with Ramirez for Ash. If he can get a goal now, it will make it for a tight finish, but I think the whistle's going to go, and there it is all over. We have our finalists, guys. Feperi versus Spencer. It's going to be a big one. Unlucky to Ash, who's put up an amazing fight all day today, and done really well to come back and make that such a tight game towards the end.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone really expected it, to see how the game was going. I expected HugeGorilla to score a lot more goals there, but yeah, no, played really well to get the 2 goals back. But HugeGorilla showing his class, showing that attacking style, and coming away the victor.
You see Spencer there getting some words from a fellow team member. I'm not sure if that's his coach or not, but yeah, he's done it. He's got to the final. He was the pre-tournament favourite, and it's in his hands. If he can beat Feperi, he's got it. But we've got a very good Spaniard standing in his way. Who do you think is going to win this?
I'm really not sure. I think Feperi wants this.
You really do?
Yeah, I think he wants revenge for the last Masters tournament. And Feperi hasn't lost the game yet. Remember, HugeGorilla has lost. We've seen a weakness in his style. So I think we're going to go over to the bracket now just to confirm that final game.
Yeah, look at that group. Both the winning semi-finalists scored 5 goals. So we know they've got goals in them. And we saw goals in the final of the Spring Masters when these two played before. So you're definitely going to get goals in this final. I would put money on it. We're not going to see a 0-0, okay? How many goals, we don't know. But Spencer, in his last 2 games, has scored 15 goals. 7.5 on average. So Feperi's not done badly. He's scored an average of 4 a game across those 2, 8 in total. But he did concede 4 to Huge Dragon, who plays a similar style of football, a similar style of Ultimate Team to HugeGorilla. So if he can take some of the inspiration from the way Huge Dragon got those goals, the difference he needs to do, Spencer, is actually hold on to the lead when he gets it. But what's really interesting about this final is both these guys have done spirited comebacks. They've both had big games where they've been down and many people would consider out, and they've come back. Feperi did it against Huge Dragon, and HugeGorilla did it against the Greek. So it's going to be an amazing final, guys. I can't urge you enough to stay tuned, watch this. If your mates aren't watching, get them to watch. This is big. We're going to see the first official Ultimate Team Play Like a Legend final champion. I can't wait. It's going to be good, isn't it? Yeah, no, it's going to be great. So to see who wins this 4,000 prize pot. Who are you backing for the final? Oh, you put me on the spot, but I'm going to... You're actually going to go with Feperi, aren't you?
Yep.
OK, well, I'll go with HugeGorilla, my namesake Spencer. We're going to find out exactly who gets the trophy, who gets the money, who gets everything very soon. Don't go anywhere.